are you doing? Aside from the work you're doing, the good work you're doing, how are you doing as a person?
I'm a mixed bag. I feel like I've done well education-wise. Certainly my head is a lot clearer than when it was when I've originally was released. I've made a lot of progress with mental health experts, the psychological after effects. On the other hand, it is pretty difficult putting life back together again socially.
I'm not sure I use this word advisedly because I don't know what normal is, but do you think you can live a normal life, whatever that means?
I think I can. I don't think I'll ever fully be recovered, but that being said, I do think it's something I can make some progress on. I think it's really a matter of managing symptoms than it is making 1,000% recovery, as much as I'd like to do that.
When you were in prison,
Yes.
looking at a possible life sentence, you could have spent the rest of your life there.
Mm-hmm.
Could you have envisioned that this would have happened? That you would have come out, be on television, be an advocate for people who are wrongly convicted?
Not in my wildest dreams. The most I thought of was maybe I would go to law school and become a lawyer and help work in the innocence movement in that aspect. I never thought about all these different advocacy hats or doing television interviews or running a foundation that I set up.
We don't, as a society, have much of a re-enter system for prisoners who are convicted,
Right.
rightly convicted, to get out. We certainly don't have that for people who are convicted wrongly. Is there a recidivism for people who are wrongly convicted and never get out?
I don't consider it recidivism because that's someone who offended in the first place and came out and reoffended.
Okay, but you know my point.
I know your point. Yeah, there is a percentage of people who are exonerated and released who do get arrested for crimes they are guilty of, but that's a small percentage.
How much of that is because they just can't handle re-entering society again?
A large part of it is that, and I also believe that a significant percentage is economic based, meaning that there's a length of time between 3 to 7 years on average from the point of release until compensation. We don't have anything by way of social service reintegration. So there's that long period where there's no safety net, there's nothing. And I think morally as a society, we owe exonerees to help them reintegrate prior to the compensation.
We are spending $60,000 in New York State, $60,000 a year to house and feed prisoners. Almost all of them are men, most of them are. That's 4 years of a SUNY education, including room and board. The economic impact of this is staggering.
Absolutely. It's a smart on crime policy would be to spend the money on education, both up front and also while people were incarcerated. The recidivism rate was extremely low of people who received the college education while they were incarcerated. Okay. I wouldn't be where I was today if I didn't have some college education while I was incarcerated.
Well, you're a role model for so many reasons, and we can only wish you good luck, Jeff.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Bill. Thanks for having me on.
All right, my pleasure, and good luck to you, Jeff Deskovic. When we come back, continuing on the changing nature of prisons theme, green is the new orange. We're going to take you to a prison garden that's not only growing flowers and food, but also reshaping lives. When we come back.
Big weather changes coming, and that could mean severe storms.